A reading from the Gospel according to Luke, chapter 19, verses 45 to 48. Jesus entered the temple area and proceeded to drive out those who were selling things, saying to them, "It is written, 'My house shall be a house of prayer,' but you have made it a den of thieves." And every day he was teaching in the temple area. The chief priests, the scribes, and the leaders of the people, meanwhile, were seeking to put him to death, but they could find no way to accomplish their purpose, because all the people were hanging on his words.
This decisive action, undertaken in proximity to Passover, makes a great impression on the crowd and sparks the hostility of the religious authorities and of those who feel their economic interests threatened. But how should we interpret it? It certainly was not a violent action, in so much as it did not provoke the intervention of the defenders of public order, the police. No. But it was interpreted as an action typical of prophets, who often denounced, in the name of God, abuses and excesses. Jesus' behavior recounted in today's Gospel passage exhorts us to live our life not in search of our own advantage and interests, but for the glory of God who is love. These words help us to reject the danger of also making our soul, which is God's dwelling place, a house of trade, by living in constant search of our personal interests instead of generous and supportive love. This teaching of Jesus is always timely, not only for church communities, but also for individuals, for civil communities, and for society as a whole. Indeed, it is a common temptation to exploit good, sometimes dutiful deeds in order to cultivate private, if not entirely illicit interests. It is a grave danger, especially when one exploits God Himself and the worship owed to Him, or service to mankind, His image. This is why Jesus used a harsh approach that time, in order to shake us from this mortal danger.